witches. Welcome to Bravo and Blaze, where we're going to get lit off all the latest going on in the Bravo TV world. This is a safe and uncensored space to discuss our love for everything pop culture and 420 related. So grab your can of goodies and let's get lit. Trying to incorporate like finger and hand exercises because I started doing this. If you can see me on YouTube, if you're on Instagram, join me on YouTube. But I started holding my phone, this little socket thing, differently because I didn't want to do it like this way too much. But now this is hurting. So I'm going to have to go use my other finger or something. Anyway, so if you've seen part 1 and part 2 of Scandoval, you'll know that I upgraded my technology, which is even more reason you need to come over to YouTube. We have a live interactive chat and visuals, and I'm literally going to show you all exactly what I've been seeing and what I've been witnessing on my Instagram. And I just want to preface this. None of this is factual or confirmed. There's no like fact checkers. This is not your source for world news. I'm just sharing my experience and expressing my feelings and processing everything that's going on in my head during Scandoval. And there's no intention to use this against anyone. This is for entertainment purposes. This is for discussion. I feel like this is necessary because Scandoval is really like shaking all of us to our core. So we're going to get into all of it. I couldn't even finish part 2. Like I had to hurry up and go, and I might even have to do that today. There might not be enough time. There's not enough hours in the day, but here I am, Jenny Blaze. I didn't even do my intro. This is Bravo and Blaze. Usually we're live every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook with replays available and the audio podcast available on Apple, Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcast, Stitcher, and iHeartRadio to bring you all the latest in Bravo, pop culture, and weed news. But today, we're on day 7 of Scandoval, and this is a special episode. Tom Sandoval tried to ruin my birthday, okay? My birthday was Monday, and he even failed at that. He could not ruin my birthday. Not with Scandoval. Never! However, Scandoval is like sucked me in. So maybe, did he win? Am I winning? I don't know. Is it a competition? Anyways, okay. So I just need to give a disclaimer that this is for, I already said this earlier, for entertainment and educational purposes only. None of this is financial, medical, and or legal advice. We're here to talk about the Scandoval. My head is still spinning, and I keep showing proof on my show of how I am a witch, and I have more proof today. Can't wait to show you all. If you're on Instagram, come join us on YouTube because I'm literally sharing my screen. Oh my God. Wait, March 7th at 1. Oh, and then I went live. Yeah, so part 1 and part 2 of Scandoval I recorded on YouTube on Tuesday, March 7th. Okay? And since then, a lot has happened. And I'm going to leave off right here, and I'm going to share. I mean, you guys have seen this thumbnail, I'm sure, of Tom Sandoval dressed as Raquel, Rachel, whatever you want to call her, for Halloween, and it's disturbing. But here we go. Okay. Remember, come over to YouTube. So I did part one, part two, published that on YouTube. I still didn't even get a chance to do the audio. I just dropped that right now before we went live. So you can check that out. I didn't even line this camera up. Okay, so I returned back to social media after recording part one and part two, and then I see page 6 posted, "See you soon, Bravo, watch what happens live," tagged. This is tagged by Jax Taylor. And that to me felt like confirmation that Jax is going to be on Watch What Happens Live. And I thought it was going to be last night with Lisa Vanderpump, but they weren't on. So I guess maybe the rumor is, and I don't know if this is factual, people, so don't come at me, but I heard it might be next week instead. And then I did a poll because I was expecting, I mean, Jax is so polarizing in the Bravo community. People have and I get it, some people have actual physical reactions. Hi, Alexis Brooke. I see you in the chat. Yay for Scandoval, Scandoval, and Raquel for making me actually sick to the stomach, so no hunger. Oh my God, so skinny. No, we don't condone any type of eating disorders. But yeah, actually, I haven't really been eating that much since Scandoval. Actually, I did tweet that I think Scandoval gave me gas because legit my stomach has been hurting all week. And I mean, it probably has to do with the fact that I had two large, not a little taste of ice cream. I had 2 large bowls of ice cream in the last week. But it's my birthday month, so it's okay. All right, I'm going to the next one. Oh, so Build Up Babes, they put together a very Scandoval timeline. I have to zoom in because I can't see. March 2022, Katie and Tom Schwartz announced their divorce. May 2022, announced that VPR will be back for season 10. June 2022, Sandoval assures E! News that him and Ariana are going strong. July 8th, 2022, Raquel's episode of Shenanigans is released, and they discuss the rumor that she and Schwartz hooked up at Coachella. Ooh, I didn't even know that happened. Okay, that's gross. July 13th, 2022, Lala shares a story on Instagram confirming season 10 filming has begun. Okay. And this goes all the way back to July. So they literally started having an affair when filming started this whole time. Okay, July 19th, 2022. Schwartz and Sandy's host the Daily Mail party. Raquel gives an interview saying Sandy has become one of her best friends. And she even said he's like a brother or something. It was really gross. July 20th, 22, Schwartz records his infamous podcast episode with Shayna where they discuss making out with Raquel. The episode is released on July 22, 2022. Oh my God, I'm getting creeped out by all these numbers. Okay. July 2022, the Sandoval Raquel affair allegedly begins at some point in this month. Yeah, I think it was happening already at this point. August 23rd, Shayna and Brock are married. Raquel makes out with Schwartz at the reception. Was that confirmed? Okay. Holy crap. I thought it was just a rumor. Now I'm confused. Okay. September 2022, Oliver's wife takes to Instagram and accuses him of cheating on her with Raquel, which we saw last night on the episode. Wait, Jocelyn Adams is mentioning Coachella. Wouldn't the affair have started last April during Coachella? If the rumor that she made out with him at Coachella is true, yeah. Wait, when's Coachella, people? Why isn't that on this timeline? All right. Holy crap. This could maybe go back to April, so they definitely, oh my gosh. I feel this is my speculation. This is not true. I don't know how many times I have to say that. Maybe I need to put a disclaimer on the bottom. They may have been together since April. That's almost a year, people. Okay, September 19th. Sandy and Raquel both post pictures on Instagram where the lightning bolt necklaces are visible. First record of it shown on their grids. Oh my God, this season is going to be so intense. Instagram, if you can, come to YouTube because I'm going through the actual posts together with everyone. Oh my God, I can't even function right now. Okay, October 16th. This is okay, wait. I'm going to insert myself because October 14th, I saw at BravoCon, I was with Ariana and Tom. Raquel was lurking. And yeah, I'm going to say that word lurking because that is totally the vibe I was getting. And I remember because the Tom Schwartz news like just came out and I was like really turned off. But I am not the kind of person to be like, ew, B. Like I just didn't introduce myself. And if somebody introduced us, I would have been cordial and civil and polite, just like I was when Shep came up to me, even though he was like stalking me and basically assaulted me twice. But that I'm not pressing charges this time, so just everyone relax. I'm mostly joking, but not really. Okay, so I saw them and at one point they were sitting alone, like next to me, but like not at the same exact table as me. And I just could sense, I was like, they have no chemistry. And like, he definitely does not like her. Like, that was just the vibe I got. And which made me feel like, oh my God, she's kind of like pathetic because she's like trying to hang on to this friend group that she was brought into by James Kennedy, and now she's trying to cling on to one of her friends' ex-husbands. Like, that was grimy. So then I'm like, ew, I didn't get good vibes. And then next thing you know, now this is happening. This is even worse. Okay, let me go back to the timeline. So October 16th, day 3 of BravoCon, Raquel wears the lightning bolt Tom sweatshirt. So freaking bold. This whole, from September 19th, when they started posting pictures, through BravoCon, October 31st, I would say this is peak sociopathic mental illness. October 31st, Sandy dresses as Raquel at BravoCon for Halloween. Excuse me, I'm gonna throw up right now. That is disturbing. All right, I gotta keep it moving because there's so much. All right, November. Raquel is seen at one of Sandy's shows in Santa Rosa. She is the only cast member there and supposedly gives varying reasons for her attendance. Suspicious. January 9th. VPR Season 10 trailer dropped showing a clip of Shayna telling Sandy she heard he and Ariana are in an open relationship. I also posted a reel of that on my Instagram. January 10th. Ariana says on Twitter, I remember this specifically. Ariana says on Twitter that her and Sandy are not in an open relationship. Quote unquote, I am not cool enough for that. I remember this specifically, and I didn't go digging for the evidence because I'm confident enough to say this. I remember that because I responded in my head that clip of her going, oh, I was born cool, to Lala last season when they both have like the blazers over their shoulders. And I mean, they both look stunning, but I just love that moment with Ariana because she's like, oh, I was born cool. So my response on Twitter was, you were born cool. So I'm like invested, people. Like, I was engaging and interacting, and that's enough for me in this parasocial relationship for me to be disturbed. I am very disturbed by this. And anyone who's like, oh my gosh, this is too much, like, I feel hoodwinked. I witnessed this triangle live in person, and the level of betrayal is at the level of like Scott Peterson. Okay, like, thank God there's no it didn't get to that level, but who knows? This person is out of his mind. And it just keeps getting worse and worse. Okay. March 1st. Sheena and Rick. Okay, so this is last week. I don't even know what day it is anymore. Sheena and Raquel are on Watch What Happens Live. I did not get a good vibe from that performance. Not performance, whatever. But them being on Watch What Happens Live, I was like kind of disturbed by just Raquel's demeanor, everything. She was definitely giving villain vibes. Like, oh, looking back, like I haven't gone back and looked at it yet, but I'm sure I'm gonna be extremely disturbed. Okay. That night, Ariana goes to Sandy's show. The affair comes out. March 3rd, news breaks of the affair publicly. March 4th, VPR cameras pick filming back up. March 23rd, VPR season 10 reunion set to film. Oh my God, I'm like spitting and stuff. Get it together. Okay. I'm still like, we're not even barely scratched the surface here. Okay. Oh, okay. Bravo by Gays posted from page 6. Raquel Leviss, Tom Sandoval kissed on camera in first post Scandoval scene. This is when I really, really wanted to vomit. Raquel Leviss and Tom Sandoval lock lips in their first post Scandoval scene for Vanderpump Rules season 10. Multiple sources tell page 6. They kissed on camera. Oh, one source tells us exclusively, adding that the smooch took place at Levis's North Hollywood apartment on Saturday. Oh, Lord. I can't. This is too much. Ryan Bailey says the final nail in the coffin will be if we find out Raquel is on Ozempic. Actually, did I cover this in part 2? I might have. Literally, I'm hanging by a thread. Like anything else, I could lose it. I posted the Kyle Richards, like, oh, F off, I don't care. For a meme, I wrote, when someone tries to talk about anything other than Scandoval, I still feel very strongly about this. Okay, so I think this is reality, bitch. Is this real life? Oh my gosh. Oh, so Jerry O'Connell, I see this from Britty Baby. He's wearing a Team Ariana shirt, and like, I have been riding or dying for Jerry O'Connell for a long time. Like, Stand By Me, pudgy kid days. Like, always loved him. And I even said, like, I always knew Jerry was a true stand-up guy, not like Randall or Sandoval. But then I'll Watch What Happens Live. He said he wears the Team Ariana shirt, and he said that he used to be like Sandoval, but he's grown up, and that just didn't sit well with me. I didn't like that. So I take this one back. I mean, I don't take it back. I felt that in the moment, but I'm cringing a little. Okay. All right, this is from ET, March 7th, 4:16 p.m., Anthony Dominic. Also reposted by comments by Bravo. The aspiring musician filmed a scene with Raquel Leviss. That's when they kissed. Following the explosive allegations that the two co-stars were having an affair for months behind Ariana Madix's back, a source tells ET Tom wasn't happy with how the scene went with Raquel and felt like it was going to paint him in a negative light. He told producers he'd like to refilm the scene, but producers weren't having it. The source adds Tom told production that he would no longer shoot Vanderpump Rules if they don't listen to him. What do you guys think? That's so annoying. So annoying. I said, oh, hell the F no. She Speaks Bravo. Vanderpump Rules star Tom Sandoval threatens to stop filming after scene with Raquel Leviss. This is when I said I need someone to bring me an IV. I'm going to lose my mind. Oh, yeah. So Bravo by Gays, and I don't think this is the first time, but a source has told People magazine that Raquel has left LA and gone to be with her family. From Levis's side, another source tells People Raquel's left Los Angeles and gone home to be with her family. She knows she hurt Ariana, but doesn't know how to say she's sorry. They add that the former pageant queen has no ongoing support from cast members or her own friends. Her entire friend circle has turned against her, as has so much of social media. It's overwhelming and she needs space away from it all to gather herself. I felt like this was fishy immediately. Oh yeah, I did go through this. I'm sorry, guys. I did this in part two, but this was funny. This one guy, I need to get his. I need to mention his account. Farai Bennett, go follow. But he's like, oh no, people who are trying to jump on the bandwagon now, you are not seeing heaven. Shameless plug. Go check out my Cannabis Mom Boss episode where I talk about being cyber attacked. Okay, so this is. I did a live because so much came out after the part two that I did on YouTube, which, by the way, I see you Instagram. If you're able to, come join us on YouTube because I'm sharing my screen. I got the visuals and I also posted a link. Hopefully you guys can see it if you wanted to join. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to try. Okay, so go to Instagram, check out my live. Okay, so this is where... Because on both my part one and part two, we talk about how, Shayna allegedly punched Raquel. And then I think we learned that Raquel had filed for a restraining order. But I talked about, my experience and I was surprised that if she went to go file one, it's almost like it's really... I can't see why a judge wouldn't see her that day. So I was like, there has to be an outcome of this, not just as she filed it, because it said she went first thing in the morning on, I think that was Tuesday. She filed on Tuesday, yeah. And it was late Tuesday. So I'm like, well, did she get it or did she not? And so then, Ryan Bailey from So Bad It's Good with Ryan Bailey posted, the restraining order has been granted. The hearing is March 29th. And then he said, did Raquel find a way to get out of the reunion? And then there's a court document. It has a case number. Case type is civil harassment prevention. Wow. It's the petitioner is Rachel Levis. Okay. So temporary restraining order. Still, I'm I don't know. This may not affect the reunion. We don't know the details of the order of protection / restraining order because there's different laws in different states and also a restraining order I think is different than an order of protection. But anyways, okay. So Up and Adam. He has comments on it, and he's amazing. Everyone knows him, so go check that out. The Real Stone Housewives. I wish I had audio to share with you because this in the background, it's Dr. Phil going, this is your man. This guy. And it's Tom Sandoval. Oh, so this is where I started getting creative. I wrote, I hope the next BravoCon is themed as Coachella, and they're not... invited, they as in Raquel and Tom, they're not invited or allowed to attend. Can you imagine how much of a sting that would be? This is petty. This is petty stuff. Petty is different than being attacking someone. Okay, so I go to sleep, right? And then in the morning I see Tom Sandoval issued his second apology after I went to sleep, and I'm going to read it. This is what day is this? Wait, well, today's Thursday. This is 2 days ago. No, wait, this is yesterday. Okay, this is yesterday. Tom Sandoval, I want to first and foremost apologize to everyone I've hurt through this process. Most of all, I want to apologize to Ariana. I made mistakes. I was selfish and made reckless decisions that hurt somebody I love. No one deserves to feel that pain so traumatically and publicly. I can only imagine how devastating this has been for Ariana and everyone around us. I feel really horrible about that. My biggest regret is that I dishonored Ariana. I never meant to disappoint so many people, including our loving families and friends. My love for Ariana was stronger than any camera could ever have captured. Some of our best times together were never filmed. The same goes for some of our biggest struggles. I wish things happened in a different order and our relationship was not severely tarnished, and that it ended with the same respect for her that it began with. I owed Ariana better, and still do owe her better. I am beyond sad that it ended the way it did. The choices I made hurt so many people. I acted in a way that clashes with who and how I want to be. I will continue to reflect and work on myself. I have work to do. I always have, and I always will. Tom. Whew. What do you all think about that? Literally, I don't know what today is. Okay, so that was yesterday. Whew, okay. Then Katie posts, this is actually from Tuesday, and it was meant for Wednesday, which yesterday, March 8th, was International Women's Day. So I don't remember exactly what she said, and the audio is not playing, but it was something like something big is coming tomorrow or later today or something. It's supposed to come out yesterday. Another shameless plug. There's a lot of cannabis talk on Real Housewives of New Jersey right now, and I know that topic is obviously important, and it's what my platform is for. And that was my focus. I had no idea Scandoval was going to happen, and I was focusing on, what's been going on with Jersey. But then because I interviewed Margaret, somebody attacked me on Twitter and defamed me and all this stuff. So I did a podcast episode about that, and literally haven't watched Jersey since because I haven't recovered. So anyways, go check that out. Links in the show notes. Face reality. Rachel, when Andy asked her what she was thinking having an affair with Sandoval, and it's that beauty pageant girl was like, and such as, and the Iraqis, like, I don't even know what she was saying, but that's like what I think all the time when I hear Raquel talking. But also, Pump Rules fans posted Stassi's podcast episode, which I did start listening to, but I didn't finish. I didn't get a chance. I'm trying to consume all of it while also reporting and consolidating and sharing it with you all as well. But straight up with Stassi, she talked about Scandoval with Taylor Strecker. I think that's her name. And my biggest takeaway from the part that I heard, I think it was Taylor who said it. She's like, he's like, I don't know what name she said, but it was, Stassi didn't know who it was either. And she's like, who's that? And Taylor goes, it's a cult leader. He's like trying to be a cult leader. And I literally said that on like day one. I was like, oh my God, he is a wannabe cult leader. That's the energy I'm getting from him. All right, moving on. Best of Bravo. Okay, here we go. Best of Bravo repost from Anthony, Dominic, and Paige Golly. This is March 8th, 6:41 Pacific. So like 9:41 here. Raquel Leviss breaks silence on Tom Sandoval cheating scandal. Exclusive. So I guess exclusive means she got paid? Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, I want to read this. I have to zoom in. I want to apologize for my actions and my choices, foremost to Ariana and to my friends and the fans who invested in our relationships. There is no excuse. I am not a victim and I must own my actions, and I deeply regret hurting Ariana. I am reflecting on my choices, speaking to a counselor, and I am learning things about myself, such as my patterns of codependency and addiction to being and feeling loved. I have sought emotional validation through intimate connections that are not healthy without regard for my own well-being, sometimes negatively affecting others and often prioritizing the intimate connection over my friendships. I am taking steps to understand my behavior and make healthier choices. Although I chose to be on a reality show, accepting the good and bad that comes with it, beyond my own actions, I have been physically assaulted, lost friendships, received death threats, and hate emails, in addition to having had my privacy violated. I have begun counseling to end my unhealthy behavioral cycle, learn to set stronger emotional boundaries, and learn to protect my mental health. I don't expect sympathy, understanding, or forgiveness. Right now, I must focus on my own health and well being, and as I strive to be a better person moving forward, I will prioritize my mental health and learn from my mistakes. Raquel. Whew. Okay. I'm glad yeah, thankfully they apologized to Ariana. Does that make anything better? No, but it's a step, so we'll give them that, right? Okay, so a couple things. Okay, I have been very vocal about taking it too far. Like, obviously, I'm invested in Scandoval. I'm on part three, um, and it's consuming me. But we should never, ever, ever condone physical violence, death threats. Like, come on, people. We don't know these people. We don't even know the truth. At this point in this journey that I'm bringing you guys on, I'm thinking she's home with her parents in another state. I don't know why I thought she lived in another, or her parents were in another state or whatever. So I'm like, I'm going, there's layers to this. There's like what the media gives to us, and then there's like evidence. Because what the media tells us and evidence are not always the same, okay? And I hope everyone knows that. And then obviously there's like the actual events of what happened, and each person's firsthand, you know, involvement. So I just don't feel like any of us, me included, or anyone hiding behind a computer or a phone, like, I don't think it's appropriate for any of us to attack any of these people, no matter how awful they are, honestly. And I'm not saying she didn't deserve it or anything, but it's kind of one of those, like, yeah, so Raquel has every right to report this and like press charges or whatever if someone really did put their hands on her. That's going too far. We have to have a line. Like, that's what civilization is about. That's how that's how you avoid like mayhem and chaos, okay? So, I don't know. I just feel like we need to know it. We can't normalize, we shouldn't normalize this toxic fandom side of things. Like, we can be passionate and disagree and be like, ew, boo. But to attack someone is, I think, crossing the line. So, the Real Housewives of Columbus, happy International Women's Day to all the badass women out there, except Rachel Leviss. Best of Bravo, LVP sighting at JFK Airport. Just saw LVP at JFK Airport. She's ready to go tomorrow and was so nice. She was freezing and rushing, but we said we can't wait for tomorrow. And she said she's here for Watch What Happens Live. Duh, we already knew. We said we were on vacation and could not stop reading everything the last few days. Also asked if she's Team Ariana or Team Tom, and she looked at us like, oh, please, you know my answer. Ha ha ha. Was so friendly. Oh my gosh, so much is going on. Blocked by Jax. Happy International Women's Day. It's a picture of Jackson. Rate my Bravo. Scandoval Day 6. Rachel releases a statement. Every day brings in brand new disaster. Yep. Okay, so it's a Bravo World reposted from Lala. I guess she had to re-record her podcast due to filming restrictions, which I guess allegedly means like she said something she wasn't supposed to say. Daryl was not happy. She said, hi, my loves. We had to re-record the previously planned episode due to some production restrictions. So you will be getting an episode tomorrow, Wednesday, but it will be just a little bit later in the day. Thank you for your patience. I have not listened to that yet. Because like I said, I haven't been able to catch up on everything. It's too much. So then I see a post from Dumas. Austin, talking about Austin Kroll from Southern Charm, slept with Taylor. You'll see it all play out on the upcoming season. So I did hear this rumor before. That's why, like, don't come to me for tea because I might know tea and I'm not going to tell you guys if somebody specifically tells me not to. But I might know about it. Doesn't mean I'll say it. So I heard this one, and I also heard it's not true. Either way, I don't know what to believe, but at this point, I'm like, nothing will take me out of Scandoval. And hell to the no will it be because of Austin Kroll. Not today, mouth. Hell no. Then we see Raquel's apology. Wait, is this the same thing? Yeah. Oh my God, you know what I'm creeped out about? I don't know if it's me, my eyes, but like the font looks a little different or like cut and paste. Wait, did she write? What is this? Hold on. I have begun counseling to END or ENA. What does that say? Oh my gosh. Is this like stitched together? So I need some forensics here. Cyber forensics. Oh my God. Comments by Bravo. Okay, so this is from E.T. Anthony Dominic. Vanderpump Rules star Raquel Leviss privately reached out to Ariana Madix last week. Exclusive. Does that mean she got paid? Raquel Leviss tried to apologize to Ariana Madix privately after news broke that she was having an affair with Tom Sandoval, E.T. has learned. A source tells E.T. before publicly acknowledging to Ariana, Raquel tried to get in touch with Ariana privately. Raquel first reached out on Friday, March 3rd, after the news of the affair broke. Raquel Leviss tried to apologize to Ariana Madix privately after news broke that she was having an affair with Tom Sandoval. Isn't that the same thing? Oh, maybe it's like copy and paste. Comments by Bravo. Okay. Maybe this was the big announcement that Katie was talking about because So Bad It's Good with Ryan Bailey reposted, celebrate International Women's Day with your official something about her official merchandise supporting Ariana and Katie's shop. They have a something about her sweatshirt. I love this one. I would wear it. They got a hat. They have phone cases. Maybe I need to sport the phone case. T-shirts, hats. Yes, so go get your something about her merch. Bravo historian. Okay, so don't forget we have Radio Andy going on. So Andy Cohen commented on Scandoval on March 8th. This is from Bravo historian. Radio Andy recap. He was asked if the restraining order will affect the reunion. He doesn't know, but thinks a lot will unfold before then. He said he hasn't talked in depth with Lisa and wants to save it to have an organic convo with her tonight on Watch What Happens Live. He said, tonight we will see exactly what Rachel is saying in her apology, addicted to love and attention, play out on tonight's episode with Garcelle's son, Oliver. He didn't mention anything about Jackson Brittany being on Watch What Happens Live. So yeah, at this point in the day, the Austin and Taylor news is trying to come out, and literally I'm like, not today, mouth. Austin Kroll will never ruin Scandoval for me. Not today. Oh my God. The thought of him just makes me upset. Okay. Bravo Breaking News has a meme of Sheena with her inhaler with, Scandoval updates because literally we can't get enough. The real fans of Bravo commented, matching apologies are the new lightning bolt necklaces. I thought that was funny. Then Philly Diva, I saw you somewhere on here. I know she was here a moment ago. I guess there's something going on between Brandi Glanville and Bravo where she's like telling them to release the footage or whatever because she is insisting that she did not assault Caroline Manzo or whatever. But I don't know. I'm still like, what's happening? And I'm guessing, like, is it because my birthday month and Bravo loves me so much? Just kidding. Um, but this is still not snapping me out of Scandoval. And then I go over to TikTok because I'm like, I need more. Like, I've seen all this stuff. So I go to TikTok and my feed, I don't really go on TikTok. So my feed is like, I don't even know. I'm not interested at all in what they got. Maybe that's why their algorithm hasn't like figured me out. Because then I find out very shortly after I posted this that everyone else is like, oh my God, there's so much on TikTok. It's nonstop. Then I just started thinking, like, remember how upset Raquel was about her nose job? And I honestly, at that time, I truly honestly thought that was going to be the biggest hurdle of her life ever. I did not see this coming at all. Again, Instagram, I see you. Come join us on YouTube because I'm sharing my actual Instagram stories with everyone. So then I did a poll. Oh, because I don't know who I was talking to, but I was like, oh my gosh, wouldn't it be healthy for all of us to go to Las Vegas, rent out those bulldozers, maybe see a montage of video of Sandoval being the worst, and then just go run over cars and stuff with the bulldozers, right? Like, wouldn't that be fun? I think that's a healthy way to express our anger. Don't forget, common enemies bring people together. So let's take the good part of this and do something with it. So I did a poll. Are you interested in taking a trip to Vegas for a bulldozing expedition where we all let out our rage and heal together from this? And 51% said yes, please, to the, because I was thinking in my head, like, okay, if I saw an event like this, I would need to have all the logistics ahead of time before I even consider yes or no. So I did three options. Yes, logistics please, meaning like let's go right now. Or two, depends on the logistics, because yes, that sounds amazing, but if it doesn't work out logistically, like then forget about it. And then I did no thank you. And 105 people said yes, logistics please. 50 people said depends on the logistics. And then on Twitter, I'm not even going to go to it because I'll be looking for it for too long. So who knows? I might plan an actual outing to Vegas. I think that would be so fun and like a healthy way to, release our rage towards Scandoval. And then Taste of Reality has a clip of the Beverly Hills ladies boarding a private jet because they're going on a cash trip to Vegas. Hello, witchiness. I don't know if you guys know about this. And the first thing I thought of was, do you all think that they were talking about Scandoval in the plane? Because Garcelle's son was on the episode. LVP is going to Watch What Happens Live. She used to be on the show. Like, this is huge news. There's an article in the New York Times about Scandoval. It's how disturbed we all are. But let me know in the chat if you think they were talking about Scandoval and the private jet, the PJ. So then page 6 reposts Hannah A. Brown. Schwartz tells his hands to his mouth. What? He does it in every interview when Tom is lying or Raquel is mentioned. Oh, so they're talking about, yeah. So now that we're going back, there's all this. There's of Schwartz. So how long did Schwartz know? Also, go check out Ono Chels. She has some good Scandoval memes. Tom Sandoval putting out a new notes app apology every other day It's the guy from South Park saying, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Um, oh my gosh, what is this now? Comments by Bravo. I am Oliver Sanders. So that's Oliver Garcelle's son. He posted the clip and said, catch me on tomorrow's episode. Dude, that's actually kind of disturbing if this is. And then Garcelle said, LOL, keep me out of it. That's kind of disturbing if, because what we're hearing, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Stassi on Us Weekly. Stassi released an episode. I already mentioned that. But at one point she said, knowing what she has been doing for over half a year and to be able to lie like that is an evil that I haven't met before. Both her and Tom. Those are Stassi's words. I mean, I agree. Lala. I don't even know what she said, but it's just like at this point so much content overload I couldn't even absorb it all. Oh no, Chels. Oh, so I was talking about this on my one of my IG lives, and I was like, I didn't know what Big Brother was. I didn't know that there's like surveillance and like they're isolated from the world and all this stuff. And oh no, Chels wrote, I need Andy to move the VPR cast into the Big Brother house and get those live feeds up and running. And I kind of feel like we do need that. I didn't know that existed in this world. I thought it would be like kind of frowned upon, actually. It sounds like OnlyFans, but whatever. So then I'm thinking, it just dawned on me at this point. Where are we? We're at yesterday afternoon. I said, I don't know if anyone has said this yet, but it says volumes that Tom and Raquel did not disable their social media throughout this whole thing. Meanwhile, Queen, as in Ariana, deactivated immediately, which feels like the most healthy course of action in this scenario for all parties involved, right? Like, I mean, I know deactivating your account might be like a little bit much, but it's not actually. I don't know. Like, I think that I'm shocked that Tom and Raquel didn't turn theirs off because, especially from their end, like Ariana, I'm sure, is getting nothing but great messages and support. Whereas Tom and Raquel, I'm sure, are getting like, how could you do this? This is just, I mean, Raquel even said it, I'm getting death threats, blah, blah, blah. Go off social media then. Why are you on social media if you're getting death threats? Like, you know, like, I don't get it. It's weird. So, no, I think so Ariana is back on social media. I just saw someone said take the support, Ariana. Yeah, I think she is taking the support, but I think what she did was healthy. Like I would if I was at in her shoes, I would need a solid week away on an island somewhere. I was actually surprised she came back so soon. But yeah, this is nuts. Bravoholics, everyone realizing we're on day 6 of Scandoval, and we have a new episode of VPR and Lisa on Watch What Happens Live tonight. Literally, and then it's Leanne Locken saying how she's exhausted, her weaves exhausted. Literally, like yesterday was probably the worst out of all the days because so much happened in like such a short amount of time. I mean, literally, it's only been a week and not even a full week since the news broke. And yesterday, I'm like, oh my God, I'm like barely hanging on. But then knowing that there's a new episode and Lisa is going to be on Watch What Happens Live. And I originally thought that Jax and Brittany were going to be on. So I was like, oh my God, what is going to happen? And like, what news is going to break? And I haven't seen anything crazy, but yeah, it's been a lot. I even like tried to like rest and take a nap, but anyways, Caduce, Jax can predict the future like Gandhi. It's a clip of him saying how like Sandoval's a cheater and whatever. The reality bitch, me preparing for new VPR episode after all the chaos we've experienced over the last 5 days. It's Whitney Rose from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, just like getting her crystals ready and all that stuff. Oh, so here's another one from the Real Housemates of New York. Um, on their post, they said the Toms are allegedly out of Winter House, which is supposed to film next week, I believe. I don't, again, please don't come after me. This is not your source of news. Oh, someone just said, what happened to the cameo? I have not gotten a response. If you all are not aware, on Instagram Live the other night, I requested a cameo from Allie, James's girlfriend. Also, I went through and peeped out all of the other Vanderpump Rules cameos, and I am open for everyone to send in their contributions so we can purchase cameos from all of them. And you know what was weird? Raquel's cost $130 for a cameo. James Kennedy's, and I watched them. Hers was like very pampy-eyed and boring and blah, blah, blah. James was like, yo, what's up? This is James Kennedy. And like, his was totally worth it. His was cheaper than Raquel's. I kind of want to go buy a James Kennedy cameo. But I already got one from Allie and I'm waiting for it. So if anyone wants some more cameos, Cash App, Venmo, Bravo, and Blaze. Okay, moving on. So I actually, not moving on, because I kind of do want the Toms to be on Winter House, because I kind of need them to get reamed out by Riley. And I kind of need, oh my God. And this is still a possibility, people. I also mentioned, what if he brings Raquel to Winter House? I don't think I'll be able to survive. Again, everyone who's on Instagram, come join us on YouTube. I'm showing my screen. And I'm sorry for repeating myself so many times. For those who are watching and listening, okay, I'm going to move on. Radio, Andy, Tara. So, Andy, I guess my question is just about the reunion. This is from Radio Andy, SXM. He's like, I don't know. There's so much time and, you know, so many things could happen. Bravo, OMG. Way too much is happening. Yep. Oh, and I mentioned this earlier. So when I was listening to Straight Up with Stassi, Taylor Strecker was like, he's kind of like a cult leader. And I said, he is like a wannabe cult leader. Real Stoned Housewives, me prepping for tonight's Vanderpump Rules, smoking, buy wig, hello drama. Andy Cohen responds to fans calling Raquel Levis's apology terrible. So Andy was like, you know what, you apologize. You take them at face value and like, what are you going to do? And I commented about this one because this is why I try to I'm trying to spread good. And I feel like in this scenario, do we accept the apologies from Tom and Raquel? You can accept an apology because they did apologize. They said all the right things that they should say, but that doesn't mean, accepting their apology, I think, is good for Ariana's mental health. However, what needs to be crystal clear with everyone is just because you apologize to someone does not mean you're not going to be held accountable and that you're not going to be held to the boundaries that are clearly defined. Meaning, Ariana could, accept their apology. Let's say they still want to be together. They still want to film and be part of the group and blah, 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 blah. And they ask for forgiveness. Will you please, can we all film together and just be cool or whatever? I don't know what they're going to try to say or do. She could be like, all right, I accept your apology. And she could still just be around them. That's what they're asking for, right? I don't know. This is a hypothetical situation. Let's just say that's what they're looking for. She could literally just be like, I still don't like you guys. Like, she doesn't have to be mean or attack them or anything like that. She could just be like, I still don't like you guys and I don't agree with who you are as people, and be civil with them. And that to me that's like how I wish people could handle conflict, but also knowing that, like, if I was Ariana, I would still like despise them. It would be very difficult. I would probably, I don't know, I'd have to probably maybe even remove myself from that situation because, like, their presence is mentally abusive. Their existence is psychologically abusing all of us. Anyways, I'm going to move on. Join us on YouTube. Oh, thank God for Lisa Hochstein and this badass fire outfit. I love this outfit. I love Lisa Hochstein. I love that she gave us this nice, wonderful palette cleanser because literally I was like so worked up all day. I'm like, please no more, please no more. And then we got the episode coming. I was like, this is a nice, let's take a break. Okay. So I was feeling good. Then I like started thinking and I was like, oh, hell no. This mofo, Sandoval, he needs to be banned from Coachella for the rest of his life. That is the level of pettiness I am feeling right now. And I am okay with that. I am Jenny Petty right now, child of Tom Petty and the most petties. And I think that Tom Sandoval should never be able to go to Coachella ever again. He has preyed on 2 females, maybe more. Did he meet Kristen at Coachella? This is serial predatory behavior. I think we should start a petition. Somebody get it started. Send it to me. I'll circulate it. Moving on. That's where I'm at right now. Oh, Face Reality. She did a reel on like Scandoval, and it literally like it's got so much and it's like 12 seconds, but it didn't even include everything. So it's just a nightmare. Okay. So last night, this is before Vanderpump Rules, the new episode. This is at like dinner time, prime time. They must have been saving this one for prime time. TMZ posts pictures of Raquel's eye. Vanderpump Rules, Raquel Leviss claims Shayna Shea punched her over affair and is threatening to do it again. Exclusive. Getting paid. Story at the link in bio. Should I go there? Let's do it. Here we go. Okay. Oh, actually, this is around 2:14 yesterday. Raquel Leviss claims fellow Vanderpump Rules star Shayna Shea punched her in the face and is threatening to do it again, all over Raquel's affair with Tom Sandoval. A judge granted Raquel a temporary restraining order after she claimed her VR castmate Shayna, who's also BFFs with Tom's ex, Ariana Madix, attacked her last Thursday in NYC. Oh, it was Wednesday night, so they're saying Thursday morning, I guess. According to docs obtained by TMZ, Shayna allegedly shoved Raquel against a brick wall and punched her in her left eye. Raquel included photos of her bruised eye and cut face in the court filing. She's also afraid this could happen again. She claims coworkers are telling her Shayna doesn't regret the physical attack on me and would do it again if she found that further emotional distress was caused to our mutual friend. Okay, I got a right here. Right here is where my witchiness vibes started ringing. Okay, and I'll tell you why. This is why you need to be on YouTube to see this picture. In this picture, it's a picture of Raquel with her scratched eye, but she has makeup on. And the background, because don't forget, I went on IG Live and I went through cameos. I went through all their cameos, and the background of all her cameos is the same as the background in this picture, which then brought me to the conclusion in my head, I don't think Raquel left LA the way that blind from Dumas said. And That's where I think it was a PR thing or something. Yeah, I went to college. Figured it out. Kidding. Okay. I mean, I did go to college and I did figure it out, but that's why. Okay. That friend, of course, is Ariana, and the timing of the alleged attack matches up to when we know the cast all found out about Tom and Raquel's affair. In fact, Shayna and Raquel had just finished shooting an episode of Watch What Happens Live where they were getting along just fine. That shifted dramatically hours later. Shayna even boasted on social media about supporting her friend. She posted a pic of Ariana and herself with the caption, "Always got your back," followed by the punch emoji. I didn't know that. Oh my gosh, Shayna. You can't do that. Raquel, that's kind of funny. Raquel included that IG post in her court filing. Oh my God, guys. Oh my God. As we first told you, Raquel, this is unbelievable. As we first told you, Raquel beelined it to LA County Court Tuesday and filed for the restraining order against Shayna, which the judge granted. She also filed a report Tuesday with LAPD. Both women live in Los Angeles. Shayna must stay at least 100 yards away from Raquel, her home, and her workplace, which make the VR reunion show kind of sticky. For those who don't watch the reality show, I'm not going to go through all this. Okay. Let's go back. This is too much. Okay, I even said, I called it out. If y'all watch my IG live from last night, you will see that Raquel's cameos have the same background. Did she really leave LA? 80% said no. 124 people said no. And this picture was reposted by Taste of Reality. Okay, moving on to I Live for Bravo. Tonight we will see Rachel make out with Garcelle's married son. His wife has some choice words. This is where I start to get scared. Okay, this is from Samantha. Garcelle's son, Oliver's wife. Tomorrow's going to be a really hard day for me. The fact that people think it's cute and flaunting what they did is beyond painful. You know what you did. Completely delusional. I deserve so much more respect than this. When I met Oliver and fell in love with him, I had no idea the demons he was battling. Because I love this man and saw everything he was capable of, I stayed and trusted him. I stayed silent and helped him behind closed doors and never talked bad about him or blasted his secrets. I helped this man get back on his feet after fighting a strong addiction and battling in the courts. I financially supported this man and all the kids off one income while he was getting clean. I worked extra, paid for all his studio time with music, podcasts, video shoots, etc. Once he got his job, I decided to pursue real estate, trusting he was going to support me like I did to him. Instead, this man has left me in thousands of dollars of debt and in financial struggle. I have been told to stay silent. Divorce. Then she tagged him. Since Oliver has started working at Vanderpump Paris, he has disrespected me and my kids in every way possible. He has made jokes about my mental health and suicidal thoughts with coworkers. He has committed adultery with coworkers and guests of the restaurant. I have found out he has made out with Raquel while filming. Lisa Vanderpump, she tagged her, and plans to continue to go on a date with Raquel while filming. He continues to lie to me and say he wanted to work on things, but behind my back continue to talk bad about me and disown being a stepdad. Dude, I didn't know all this. I mean, I heard some of this stuff, but I didn't know it was like this. Oh my God. My family will now need the time to heal from all this pain that we have been through publicly and behind closed doors. Please keep us in your prayers. Yes, I have receipts of everything. Girl. Oh my God. She speaks bravo when you need to take a step away from your phone to do a simple task, but you don't want to miss the latest Scandoval update. Seriously. Face Reality posted the scene where Raquel gives Andy the Tom Tom sweatshirt. This is next level villain, guys. This is like, it was so awkward and uncomfortable. Like, do you think that they thought, they were like, hey, why don't you give Andy the sweatshirt and like it'll forever be part of Bravo history? Like, do you think, I'm like disgusted. This is so cringy and gross. Ugh. Ugh. I hate it. So then I posted, I have a witchy feeling that Raquel did not leave LA. I'm telling you guys, I felt it. They try to trick us. Oh, so then Bravo Fangirl had a clip of Stassi and Kristen talking about their slap, which I forgot about their slap, which is not a good thing. We should not be forgetting slaps, and like, this is crazy behavior. But I was thinking, I kind of need to hear Stassi and Kristen discuss their slap and how it impacted them, because I think Stassi has said it's like really affected her differently, and obviously Kristen too, I guess. And I want to hear their take on like their experience, what they went through, and then between Sheena and Raquel, like what they expect to see with them going forward. Okay, here we go. Here's another plot twist. Guys, this is not like, buckle up. How long are we in? 1 hour and 6 minutes. I'm not even done. It's 2 o'clock. I gotta eat lunch at some point. Okay. So Kale Ramsey Ackerson. Okay. I guess he's friends with, who's he friends with? Followers. Sorry, guy, for whatever. Okay. Anyways, I'm pretty sure there's pictures of him with Tom. Oh my God, there's the sweatshirt. Oh my God, is that, what's his name? TJ? From The Challenge? No, who's that guy? Johnny Bananas. That's his name. And there's Brock or whatever. And then there's a picture with him and Ariana's brother. Like, I feel like this is legit, okay? So, okay, wait, did I read this? He writes, so I've tried to stay out of this whole thing, but one thing we're not about to do is lie. All these photos were before Watch What Happens Live. And in all of these, this so-called black eye was present. Raquel Leviss, he tagged her. This is not how you treat family. But again, everything comes to light. It's not about just coming for someone who is my best friend, but it is you coming for someone who gave everything to protect you, be there for you, and support you when everyone else didn't. I can't sit back and watch you create narratives to save your own ass while trying to bring someone else down as a deflection. I hate it has come to this, but enough is enough. So hashtag happy International Women's Day to the women who really stick by one another and uplift each other without tearing the other down. Please get the help you need because this is sick. Okay, so then there's this next part of this. There's video of her on the plane before Watch What Happens Live, and it does look like she has that black eye already, and I guess Sheena's sitting next to her. But they don't show if that's actually Sheena. I don't know if that's Sheena. Guys, this is wild. Okay. Again, followed up with She Speaks Bravo. Okay, so it's 8 o'clock, and I'm like, I told my family, I'm going to be completely immersed. Like, do not expect anything from me tonight. Like, I'm checked out. And I just tweeted, this is the first time I'm seeing Sandoval on screen outside of social media since Scandoval started. And literally, I started feeling sick to my stomach. Like, it's never ending how sickening and disturbing this whole thing is. And I'm not even done yet. Okay, there's more. This is what I said. I think Scandoval is giving me gas. Okay, so here we go. This is where y'all might get upset, okay? The Bravo docket. Well, first of all, Bravo by Gay sent it to me and was like, you're famous. And I was like, oh no. That scared me. I was like, oh no, what did I do? I hope I didn't do anything wrong. Where is it? On this picture on Shayna's post, I replied yes with the two fire emojis. That's what they that's how I made it. Woo! Okay, so they did Restraining Orders 101. Their caption says, we've seen a lot of misinformation swirling about the temporary restraining order Raquel received against Shayna, and we're here to explain because these are actual lawyers. Law is my hobby. I am not a lawyer. Remember our order on civility. Be nice to each other and us. Oh, yeah. No tagging castmates. I also, again, want to shout out the Legal Aid Foundation of Los Angeles. Before I started at my law firm, I devoted a summer to helping people obtain restraining orders, and it was both rewarding but mentally exhausting seeing the hurt people cause each other. Those attorneys are doing the Lord's work, as many of you DM to us. Haha. As always, our podcast, the statements we make, whether in our own media or elsewhere, and any content we post are for entertainment purposes only and do not provide legal advice. Any party consuming our information should consult a lawyer for legal advice. The podcast, our opinions, and our posts are our own and are not associated with past or present employers, any organizations, Bravo TV, or any other television network. Ditto. Copy, paste. That's from the Bravo docket. I trust them. Okay. So restraining order. This right away, I'm like so confused and weirded out. Okay. The first thing, it says CH 110, temporary restraining order. Protected person, your full name. She wrote Rachel Savannah Levis and then crossed out Savannah. And even put in her initials to acknowledge that she took it out. Someone please help me. What? Oh my gosh. So then they put in restrained person, Sheena Shea. Hair color black? Does Sheena have black hair? I guess, whatever. 37. Filed. Okay. Filed on March 7th. Okay. Next. How do you typically get a restraining order? 1, file an application for a civil harassment restraining order. It should include the details of what occurred and what relief you are seeking. Here, it is a civil action, so not criminal. How did the person harass you? Okay, I'm going to read this. March 2nd, 2023, pushed against brick wall, causing injury to back of head, and punched me in the face, causing injury to my left eye. Currently, the indentation is really mind effing me right now. Like, why is it indented? And then why is it not in the next? Okay, whatever. Currently, mutual friends, coworkers are telling me she doesn't regret the physical attack on me and would do it again if she found that further emotional distress was caused to our mutual friend. Sheena is so savage. Gotta love Sheena. My only thing, though, like when it comes to breaking the law, like I wouldn't, again, I'm not a lawyer. Personally, I wouldn't be saying those things if I just really did punch someone. Did the person use or threaten to use a gun or any other weapon? I don't know. Sheena's got some guns. Just kidding. Were you harmed or injured because of the harassment? Yes. Black eye and cut with scar to left eyebrow. Blurred vision and swelling to left eye. Okay. How do you typically get a restraining order? Number 2, if you fear imminent irreparable injury, you can request a temporary restraining order, which is an order of protection issued before the hearing on the restraining order. It is not the same as a restraining order being issued. The temporary restraining order can be granted within 24 hours and is based only on what is within the application, so only one side of the story. It lasts until the hearing for the actual restraining order. Obtaining a temporary restraining order does not ensure you will get a restraining order, as at the hearing, the opposing party can present their own evidence against your claims. Meaning, I guess that means like Shayna can show up and be like, that never happened, and then they just drop it. Or if on March 29th, they go and, I don't know, Rachel proves it, then maybe they do issue a restraining order. We will see. Okay. Here, Raquel requested and was granted a temporary restraining order until the hearing on March 29th, 2023. Shayna must stay at least 100 yards away from Raquel. So that's at 8:30 a.m. Stay away order granted as follows. You must stay at least 100 yards away from the person, the home of the person, the job or workplace, the vehicle of the person. Why would they be in the same vehicle? Weird. 3, it is also helpful but not necessary to include evidence of the harm and why you believe additional harm is imminent or likely to occur. Here, Raquel included records from her visit to urgent care. I have something to say about this. Okay. What's this person? Okay. Urgent care. I'm going to zoom in. First of all, it says Raquel. Date of service is March 4th. Saturday, March 4th. That is 2 full days after the alleged attack. But it's basically triage notes. Patient was involved in a physical altercation with another person, a friend in New York at the early AM hours of Thursday morning, possible midnight hours of Wednesday. She was pushed, struck her head onto a hard concrete, was on the back end. What? No alcohol? No. I don't know. No ALOC, alcohol? No blacking out. No, oh, these are like medical abbreviations. No ALOC, I don't know what that is. No NV, I don't know what that is. No confusion. I think she was confused. Then she was punched and struck in the left eye, causing bruising, pain, mild vision changes, and also lingering HA from the altercation. Also left eyebrow laceration, healing well. Interesting. Eyes, eye pain, blurry vision. Okay. She also included this image focusing on the caption. Oh, this is where she did the punch. And I did this. I didn't know, people, okay? I did not know she actually punched her. But, and I'm not condoning violence. I hope you all know. I'm like, oh no, am I going to get in trouble? This is not me condoning violence at all. Shoot. No. Why am I in it? Shoot. Okay. 4, the court will hear both sides' evidence at the hearing. Oh God, they put that into evidence. It is there that the court will decide whether to grant a restraining order. Guys, am I in trouble? Oh my gosh. I hope not. Oopsies. Okay, so last night I'm watching, and I was actually surprised that I wasn't tweeting more, because you know what I did? I wanted to watch it live, so when a commercial came up, I rewound it and went back and watched the same exact thing twice. But I really love James Kennedy's scenes, and his mother is intense for sure, but like, I don't know. I just love James Kennedy. Oh, the show didn't even start yet. This is from a never before scene. They show Tom, oh my God, the scene was, I wish I could play it for you guys. So, in the never before seen footage from last week, there's a scene with Tom Schwartz and James Kennedy where James even brings up Raquel and is like, yeah, well, you support her. That's okay, or whatever. And like, he was trying to explain, he was helping Schwartz to understand where Katie was coming from when he was saying, like, was she saying, like, from her standpoint, it's too much. But then James was kind of like giving his blessing, and he's like, do whatever you got to do for yourself or whatever. And so it was just kind of like, I don't know. The biggest takeaway for me from that scene was how endearing it was that James Kennedy was like sticking up for Katie Maloney. And I really like that. Yep. I went and got a big bowl of ice cream last night. Okay, so I was shocked that more people weren't pointing out that she went to urgent care like 3 days or two or 3 days after the alleged punch or whatever. So I just tweeted like, Rachel crossed out Savannah as her middle name on the restraining order petition. She went to urgent care on Saturday, 3/4, when the alleged injury took place on Wednesday, 3/1. I can't take it anymore. I'm still digesting all of this. Another shameless plug, go check out my interview with a licensed substance abuse counselor, G. Scott Graham. He is not a Bravo fan, but I was able to interview him and I gave him the entire rundown of James Kennedy's history on the show and how, because at the time when I interviewed him, that was before all this happened. And I told him about how he quit drinking alcohol for Raquel. He was surprised. He was like, really? Wow. And I was like, yeah, I thought that was kind of a surprise too. But then if you remember from last season, James was like, why do I have to quit weed? Like Raquel was busting him for quitting weed, which now looking back, like it seems like she was just trying to give a reason to break up with him. First it was the alcohol, and then it was the weed. And then he's like, why? I feel good. Like I actually approve of that. Like he drew the line where it's like, okay, now you're just like trying to control me or something. Like, or if you don't like him, then break up with him. Don't go and do this whole thing. Anyways, go check out that episode because we talk about what addiction even means. What does sobriety mean? And I asked him what, in your professional opinion as a licensed substance abuse counselor, should James Kennedy quit weed? So go check that out. See what he has to say. Rachel Rosebud's definitely bravoing and blazing. Okay, this is it. Proof I'm a witch. I don't know if it's like actual proof, but Page 6 releases Raquel Leviss is ghosting Tom Sandoval as she hides out in Los Angeles. I told you she didn't leave. That blind item was trying to fool us. I mean, it's not like that huge of a discovery, but I told you. Oh God, last night Ariana's dog died, and I'm so mad because Scandoval kept saying like his excuses for not breaking up with Ariana was like, first, it was her mental health, her dog died, her grandma died, whatever. Like, he's just a pussy wussy. Let's all just say it. Lisa Vanderpump was right about Tom Schwartz being a pussy wussy, but Sandoval is an even bigger pussy wussy. But her dog died and she said, she's like my best friend and I just want to be with her. That's like, it broke my heart. And I was like, this is exactly how I feel about Ariana, literally. So last night's episode we see, and what we've heard is Raquel and Lala are kind of fighting over, they're in a competition over getting Oliver, Garcelle's son. And it's just looking back and hearing how things went down. I guess she was doing that to get him jealous. And I could not help but think, wow, her dog died. So she got jealous that Ariana and Tom, like Ariana left to go be with Tom. and she was like mad at Tom for being there for Ariana, and so she made out with Oliver to make him jealous and didn't care that he had a wife. Like, this is crazy. But also, in turn, to get back at Lala for hooking up with James when Raquel and James were together, she kind of got her back with this one. And Lala, I'm sorry, Lala's game is awful. She definitely is like got a big bark. She talked herself up so much and like, I can get whatever guy I want. Like, we know you're hot and amazing, but like also we know that only gets people so far. So I'm imagining she must have went with Randall because she doesn't really have good game. Oh my gosh. Yep, Lala's game. She's so crazy. Love her for who she is and what she brings to the show, but she's a little wild. So in this last scene for the scenes for the next episode, Lala says to Raquel, I would never trust you around my man. And that's when Raquel said, thank God you don't have a man to like fucking have around. And they're all like, whoa, Raquel. And then I was watching Watch What Happens Live. Thank God nothing like really crazy happened because I don't think I could take anymore. But I still feel like we should start a petition to get Tom Sandoval banned from Coachella for eternity. That is a healthy way for us to let out our rage because we're also doing a public service. He's clearly a Coachella predator. I can't take it. Send it to Daryl. So yeah, I thought Jax and Brittany were going to be on last night, but apparently they weren't. Oops. So I heard they're going to be back, or they're going to be on next week, apparently. James Kennedy, go, please, just follow James Kennedy because he is doing stories. He's working. Like, I love James Kennedy. He's like all business, and I'm all about it. I love it. Go James Kennedy. Someone just asked, did you get a cameo, Jenny? I did. I requested one from Allie, James's girlfriend, and I have not received anything yet. We have 2 more days for her to respond. I'm hoping that we get it, but if not, send cash and I will request all of them. I promise you. And I will share it with you all. Okay, so in this moment last night, Christina Kelly is like kind of back. Like, she's a cast member now. She's always been like in the like peripherals. And she says last night, I think you're giving Shayna more credit than like is due. She said, am I the only one who isn't falling for Raquel's like sweet, innocent act? Like, people walk around treating her like a baby, but that's like an insult to babies. She's a good person to have. That's from Bravo. Should be fun. Oh, Bravo on my mind. Bravo Andy. Jax Taylor, blocked by Jax. I guess we're trying to get blocked by Jax to be the bartender when Jax and Brittany are on Watch What Happens Live. So share, spread the word. That's our goal. Kristen tells what actually happened the night Ariana found out about Tom and Rachel. Yeah, so Kristen released her podcast. I need to go listen to that. I did hear some of it, though, where she said Ariana had a gut instinct to go and check his phone. And that's when she found everything. The reality bitch reposted, it's James Kennedy. I can't hear, so I don't know what it is, but again, go check it out. Here's another shameless plug for part 1 and part 2 of Scandoval. Oh, okay, so then is this last night? Yeah, last night before I went to bed. Bravo by Gaze posted, Raquel Leviss reveals status of Tom's Sandoval relationship. I care about Tom, but I need time to heal. The Vanderpump Rules star exclusively tells people she doesn't want to label anything as she faces the fallout of the affair that led to Sandoval and Ariana Madix ending their 9-year relationship. This was published last night at 11:08 p.m., people. Like, they really are trying to kill us. Besides the indefensible circumstances surrounding our relationship, my feelings for Tom have always been sincere and born out of a loving friendship. AKA, she still wants to be with him. She tells people exclusively, meaning she got paid. Okay. Knowing how many people we hurt, I need to understand my choices and learn to make better ones. I need to take care of my health, work on self-growth, and take time to be okay with being alone. She continues, I care for Tom and I don't want to label anything or predict what lies ahead right now. I need to heal. A rep for Sandoval did not immediately respond to people's requests for comment. Wow. Like, after all this and she dumps him, this is a tragedy. It really is. Okay. I need to tell you all how the movie Election with Reese Witherspoon and Matthew Broderick is one of my favorite movies of all time. Hey, Larry. Also, if you're on Instagram, come join us because I'm sharing my screen on YouTube. But if you've seen this movie, you have Reese Witherspoon as Tracy Flick, and then there's this teacher. She's a student who's like running for class president. Matthew Broderick is a teacher, and his next door neighbor is a teacher whose name is Mr. Novotny. And in this movie, Tracy Flick and Mr. Novotny have an incredibly inappropriate relationship, and I just cannot stop thinking about how Sandoval essentially is Mr. Novotny, and it's like, I need to go watch that movie now. Just to like, it's so good. Okay, I Live for Bravo reposted from Raquel's Instagram, which again, why is she still on? She posted, it's the day they shot their cast photo, and it says, not sure what to caption this, so here's 3 emojis. A cloud with a lightning bolt, a crystal ball, and a girl sign. And somebody said, it equals Tom's future girl. That's from November 15th. Yeah, they're like full on in a relationship. All right, so now we're here. It's today. I posted how I feel about Ariana still. Day 7 of Scandoval. I said this already. I've been listening to Girl by Destiny's Child on repeat in my head. But Face Reality 16, go follow, because she cuts the clips and breaks it down so you can see all of that. All of the red flags. And today, Miami, I don't know if the whole reunion came out, all 3 parts, or if just the first one, but I'm going to watch that later. I literally have not cared about anything other than Scandoval for the last week. I haven't been watching any, like, I watched the Bravo shows, but, well, not really. I've been, like, Scandovaling during Bravo shows. So I'm going to try to get back into things now that things are kind of dying down. But I don't know. Do I need to like rebrand for Scandoval? I'm just kidding. But today's day 7. Everyone literally on social media seems exhausted from Scandoval. Wake up, people! Oh my gosh. I totally feel like Heather Thompson, like, get up! Luann! Get up! Did you have men? Did you have men here last night? How dare you? Get up, Luann. I have a new theory about the dogs, okay? Let me tell you about this. 1, literally as I was watching last night, and again, these are not facts, people. This is me just expressing how I feel, sharing my experience of processing all of this Scandoval, okay? I'm watching last night and I'm like, like the dog, I know the dog is gonna die. She's like, oh, she had a seizure or whatever, and she's like, we gotta refill the medicine. And the way that he just like really didn't want to fill it like was gross to me. It bothered me. And he's like, and then my mind went to a dark place. And I was like, oh my God, did he like do something to this dog? And I don't think he did. Um, but then there's like this side theory going on about the dogs, how Graham's bite doesn't, or sorry, Graham's injury doesn't look like it came from a cut on a fence. It looks like an actual dog bite. And people are speculating that it might have been one of Tom and Ariana's dogs. And my heart just started to break. Like, I really literally wanted to cry because I'm like, what if the dog, Ariana's dog, bit Graham because he was upset, but he took it out on Graham, and maybe he like died from a broken heart. Who is this person on here who's like, all right, I'm just going to start blocking people because I can't handle, like, what are you doing? Sorry. Okay. So yeah, I don't think he like actually killed the dog. It's not funny. But I think that's a reach because the dog was like 19 years old and they said like she just had a seizure the night before. So I don't know. I just didn't like it didn't sit well with me how he was like, "Oh, so you can refill it now before you go or whatever." So, and this is where I elaborate like there are speculations around Graham's injury. So we're saying it looks like it is consistent with another dog biting him versus the story we heard from Raquel. What if Ariana's dog bit Graham because she knew what they were doing behind Ariana's back? Don't ban me, please. Real Moms of Bravo posted this morning, would you still follow someone you have a restraining order on? So Raquel is still following Shayna. That is weird. I would have them blocked if I had a restraining order, right? And then another Scandoval announcement. I am not a source for facts. I'm a viewer who is traumatized by the events that have unfolded, and I am expressing the emotions and thoughts that I am processing through this very disturbing series of events. If you don't like it, if you don't want to hear it, then just keep scrolling, block, mute me if you like. I'm fine with that, but I need to process this because this is really crazy. Up and Adam said, are you tired of the VPR drama yet? I said no. I even did a little reel on me getting ready because I had a stretch this morning. And even after I started getting ready for this live, I see something else from Lala. She wrote, or she says, I don't know that I'm the person that should be around her right now. I don't know that it would be good for her. Talking about Ariana, I guess. Yeah, that's probably true. And then one thing that like did kind of disrupt my Scandoval for a second, I saw this from Chicks in the Office. Anna Wintour allegedly isn't inviting any of the Kardashians to the Met Gala. I don't know why that just made me laugh so hard. And I was like, what? Like, is that a Kardashian move? I don't know. And then, something else from Dumas via Bravo breaking news. Tom slept with my friend in December last year while he was in Chicago with his band. So was he cheating on Raquel too? Oh my God, I can't take it anymore. I'm done with this. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my God. This is so crazy. Who is this person who is talking in the comments so much? I had to block them. Sorry. I don't know what's going on. I need someone to be a moderator, I guess. I need everyone's thoughts because I'm not well. I feel like more is going to come out. So I will be on guard. I don't know. I like right now. Just like, what is even next? I hope there isn't a part 4 needed for this, but feel free to reach out to me. I am not well. This is too much. But I want to thank you all for joining me today. Don't forget, except for this week, this is actually supposed to be my week off, but every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern, Bravo and Blaze with Jenny Blaze is live here on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook with replays available. The audio podcast is also available on Apple, Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcast, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. Also, Cannabis Mom Boss, if you are a cannabis advocate, an entrepreneur, I'm like so worn out. I can't even like promote my stuff right now. Make sure you check out my Cannabis Mom Boss podcast. We're live every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern on this same YouTube channel, but also the audio podcast is available on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. I have multiple offerings available through Cannabis Mom Boss. And don't forget to follow, subscribe, make sure you review, share, like, and or leave a 5-star rating, which is greatly appreciated and helps this show to continue to grow. I will keep you updated on my cameos. I'm still waiting for more, or I'm still waiting for the first one, but I'm hoping that I get to request more. Oh my gosh, guys, this is crazy. Scandoval. The Scandoval of it all. All right. I don't even want to go now. I just want to hang out all day. Hang out with you guys. Love you. Stay lit, fam.